welcome back to another Outdoor Philosophy, and we're continuing our discussion on self-employment again. And today we're going to talk about different types of services, different types of incomes. And this is one of these things that you need to think about as you are establishing your, whether it's a business or whether you're establishing just your own personal job, whatever it is. So I want to talk about the different forms of income that you can have. Now, most people in the course of their jobs do what's basically amounts to trading hours for dollars. You know, this is obviously imperatively clear when you work for a certain hourly wage. You know, you go to the McDonald's and you flip burgers for, I think they start around here maybe like $10 an hour or something. You go out, you flip your burgers for $10 an hour. If you're there for 2 hours, you make $20. If you're not there, you don't make anything. It's an exact trading hours for dollars. Now, a variation of this, which is also popular, more popular in the white collar than in the blue collar, is your salaried positions, which is kind of a worst case scenario trading hours for dollars. It's like you have to be here approximately this amount of time, but you have to get absolutely all this kind of work done. And it doesn't matter if you finish it faster, you're more efficient, your hourly rate kind of goes up. If you don't finish it, your hourly rate kind of goes down. And so that is also a salaried position and an hourly position are both trading dollars for hours. And that's kind of what it boils down to. And this is where most jobs lie. Now, as you get into your own business, you can have things like this. I certainly do a segment of my web design as an hourly basis, mostly in the area of website maintenance. Somebody needs, these 3 things edited on the website. Sure, it's going to take about this much time. This is what it is. And I'm trading hours for dollars. Okay. Now, the other thing you can do, so in this channel, I sell books. That is not trading hours for dollars. That's product sales. Now, product sales falls under real products such as print books like I do, or digital products such as the ebooks or the audiobooks that I also have access to. So you can buy those, and I can sell those through my own platforms or through distribution. I'm not often at a place where I go out and I have a box of those somewhere and sell them. I could do that. Even that's not exactly trading hours for dollars. But the way this works is you spend the time getting the infrastructure set up. So, for example, the book Art of Shallow Neighboring, to convert that into audiobook, ended up taking me, I'd say it was about 12 to 15 hours to produce the audiobook. And once I put that up, now you can buy that audiobook anywhere. I do videos like this talking about it. You go, oh, the guy wrote a book. Let's go take a look at it. So anywhere where you buy books, audiobooks, ebooks, print books, you can probably find a copy of that book. Ebooks might be a little hairy. The way I don't have ebook distribution of that set up quite as thoroughly as my other books are. But you can certainly buy them directly from me at my website at ourwalkinchrist.com. And you go there, you buy one of those, and that is a form of passive income. Now, it's not what we'd call residual, but it certainly is a form of passive income. So passive income is I do all the work, I get this, whatever it takes to sell that work up, and then it just kind of automatically takes over. I have to ship a book if somebody buys a print book directly from me. If you buy it from Amazon or Barnes & Noble, I don't have to mess with that. I just, get a royalty check at the end of the month. And so with that, the premise here is that you want to find things that you can do. So in the terms of my web design stuff, this type of income is kind of like the hosting that I do. You can buy hosting for your small business directly from me, pay a certain amount per year. I set that up once, and now I'm just responsible to maintain it, which is pretty stinking easy. Now, it does get you a good and a real service. Now, this is a good form of income, one of the best, because once you get somebody into that system where they either need it or they absolutely want it, all you have to do is sell them once, and then they're a repeat customer. This is why nearly every company is moving towards a subscription model for their services. Microsoft is really pushing it. They haven't gotten rid of the buy it once for the duration of your operating system, but they are definitely pushing their Office 365. This is why Adobe has pulled all of the ability. You can't buy the Adobe software packages that's not a subscription model. But this is also where the subscription services for things like Netflix and Hulu and services like this. And there's just so many of these service models. Now, some of these are real products. You get your coupon boxes and things like that. But still, these are forms of residual, forms of ongoing or passive income. You set the system up, you set up the distribution. Now all you need to do is market to it, and then it comes in. Find ways to do that in your business. And most businesses will have a way that you can do that. It's a great way. Now, the next form of income is kind of like a residual income. So residual income and passive income are very close, very similar. The difference really is that a residual income is more like an investment type situation where you have a lot of money in maybe a stock market, maybe mutual funds. In a degree, leasing, doing real estate leasing and leasing properties it's sort of hybrid. Half of it is passive, but a very big chunk of it is residual, because once you get the client in there, they're kind of in there for that duration of that contract. And, it's fairly easy to renegotiate those or to sell a new contract or lease should you need one. So obviously in what I do, I don't have as much of that other than, just personal investing qualifies as that. So as you are setting up your self-employment, you want to look for the broad range of these types of things. What can you do that is trading hours for dollars? What can you do that is passive residual? What can you do under all of these things? Now, another form of residual is actually royalties for books and things like this. So if you are into audio production, audio design, SE6, which is the distribution channel for Audible, Amazon, and iTunes audiobooks, you can actually sign up to be a producer for those, and you will get royalties for the next 7 years of all sales that go through the books that you help produce. That is actually a very good form of passive or residual income. And it's kind of that's more residual rather than passive, because you don't have a lot to do with it other than you've done the work once, and now for the next 7 years by your contract, you keep getting paid for it. You want to find those types of things. If you're in the computer services, one of the great things I can do is backups. Having backups and updates on websites to make sure your website is always up to date. This is a service that I offer. So every month I have a series of clients that get the backup service. This is a form of passive income. Again, it's that line between residual and passive is a little hairy. But there's that type of passive income where they just kind of keep paying for that process. It's a service that in a situation that they need to make sure their sites don't go down and things like that. But with all that being said, those are those things that you look for. Look for in all of your self-employment. Look for the things that are trading hours for dollars. Look for the things that are passive residual. And as you can establish more of those and shift more and more onto the passive residual, and you'll find yourself doing more work for the future gain and less work for the present here and now. And the more you focus on the present here and now, the harder it's going to be to get ahead. That's why you always want to split your day into what can I do that's active, trading hours for dollars, and what can I do that's passive residual, where I do the work once and now it's just a matter of promoting it or marketing it or whatever else. So that being said, have a look at the books that I have available. You can have a look at the website at ourwalkinchrist.com. In case you're watching this down the road, I have a few more books coming out. They're available as print books, as ebooks, and as audiobooks, depending on when you are catching this video. And if you'd like to be informed, let me know, and I'll let you know when new ebooks and new audiobooks are coming out. So thanks for coming along on this outdoor philosophy, and I hope that you enjoy your daily walk in our Lord.